Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to J3 Entertainment. You guys know what time it is.
It's death battle time, y'all.
It's time for some death battles.
Oh, yes.
What we got today?
Thor versus Vegeta.
Vegeta.
Magic versus Saiyan. Asgardian versus Saiyan. Yeah. Fan theories versus like ongoing conversations among fans. These are the things we talk about.
Comic book versus manga.
Yeah.
I didn't see this one happening, though.
It's unique, I must say.
Yeah. But I've noticed, like, when you go against a Saiyan, you got to bring that god to the table.
True.
Either he's going to be a god of nature or a god of men.
Whose universe are we going to fight in?
That's
the key.
That's pretty much what it's going to be about.
Yeah.
Before we get into this conversation, though, I like to break down a couple things for the newcomers to J3 Entertainment and let you guys know how we like to react to death battles. We like to have fun with death battles.
Yep.
We don't like to just sit there and analyze. Interesting. No, we like to have fun. So first thing first, we put our money on the table. If we know who the contenders are and we know what their background is from our previous knowledge, we like to say who we think gonna win.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
Then we hear what Death Battle brings to the table by doing a Contender Breakdown. Then, if they gave us some knowledge that we didn't know, and we're like, this changes things.
Yeah, yeah.
We have the time to switch who we decided on in the first round.
Fair.
Right? We can
That's
change
fair.
our picks. Then we watch the battle. The death battle! Then we realize somebody gonna die.
Yep.
Then we talk about that.
Never ending story.
Now, I put down timestamps in the comments down below or in the information down below so you guys can feel free to skip if you want. But let's have fun.
Let's get it.
So we got Thor versus Vegeta.
Yeah.
Who
So,
you got, bro?
Right now, I'm thinking Vegeta, man. Just Saiyans, just they fight on a regular basis. That's what they do.
Vegeta is a hell of a fighter.
They're strategic. They're smart when it comes to fighting. They're analytical when it comes to fighting, and they get stronger the more they fight.
That is true.
This is just something that I've evaluated watching Dragon Ball Z. Like, Saiyans just get stronger just fighting. Even when they lose, they're getting better by just going out and doing it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'll say this. You ain't lying. But Thor is one hell of a warrior.
Oh, yeah, and he got magic on the side.
He got magic.
Yeah, so that's...
He's an Asgardian.
Yeah.
Now, depending which Thor we get.
Right, how far does that go?
If we get the MCU Thor, I don't even want to watch this. He's going to get destroyed.
KO'd.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if we get comic book Thor and fought some baddies, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It opens the playing field.
Thor,
Because there's limits and levels to the magic, too.
and
Yeah,
Thor
it is.
controls weather.
Right.
And he's very fast.
Yeah.
And he got abilities now. Remember when Thor went against Raiden? Two gods of
I
thunder.
do remember that, yeah.
He bodied Raiden.
He did. That was a shocker, too. So, who knows?
He effed his stuff up.
Sans is on some God mode stuff, though, bro. Like, when it comes to Mach speed, like, it's scary. Like, they literally fly around the planet Earth or any planet or whatever.
That is true.
It's a matter of what do they want to do
Are we getting...
and how are they going to do it.
That's the thing. So, are we getting pre-God Butcher? Or are we getting after God Butcher? Because Thor, you know, when you defeat certain elements, you're on another level. And are we
Maybe.
getting Dragon Ball Z? Are we getting Dragon Ball Z? Or are we getting Dragon Ball Super? Because then that changes things.
Z.
So we're gonna let's say it like this. I'm going first round. This is my pick. I'm going Thor.
Okay.
The reason why, because Vegeta, they both strong head though. Whoo!
Cocky. Yeah, they are that.
They both strong head.
They're that. They're one of their own kind. Yeah.
I'm gonna go Thor, based on more battles.
Okay. All right.
And you went Vegeta.
Yeah.
All right.
Just because of fighting experience and just fighting for the sake of fighting, just to be great. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and take a look at this battle.
Let's get it.
Thor, the god of thunder, and Vegeta, the Prince of all
They're going
Saiyans.
The sky shakes when they appear, and the earth trembles when they approach. No world can contain the power of these two gods of war.
Or their egos.
Yep.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Changes everything.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
No, man. I'm a little excited about this one, yo.
Thunder cracks, the heavens rumble, lightning blinds your eyes. You look up to the sky and pray for mercy because Thor is angry.
Well, you would have if you were a Viking. Nowadays, we don't have time for myths and legends.
Oh, don't we? For in the modern mythology of Marvel Comics, the Norse god of thunder was reborn.
And I'd wager this Thor is a hell of an upgrade.
The son of the All-Father Odin, Thor lived the life of a warrior prince, battling all manner of magical foe for thousands of years.
That is, until he got a little too big for his britches. So to teach him a lesson about humility and compassion and whatever, Odin exiled him to the worst place in the universe, New York. Ooh, you hate to see it.
Thor's Asgardian body is immensely durable, immune to disease, and capable of healing far faster than any mortal man.
He's also the literal god of strength. We're talking lifted a planet-sized serpent strong,
Yep.
knocking out the Phoenix Force strong, arm wrestling with Hercules and almost throwing the Earth out of orbit strong.
Notably, he was once blasted with a graviton bomb, which subjected him to the gravity of a neutron star. That's over 200 billion times greater than Earth's gravity.
And he's got the stamina to match. Nice. Able to fight for 40 days and 40 nights without stopping.
And what better weapon for the god of storms to wield than a sentient cosmic storm? Eons ago, the almighty god Tempest rampaged through the universe. It arrived in Asgard, and after a pitched battle, Odin managed to trap it within a block of the magical ore Uru that he would forge into his son's hammer, Mjolnir.
Oh, what more can be said about this beautiful thing? Forged in the heart of a dying star that went supernova and killed the dinosaurs, Mjolnir's maybe my favorite thing ever. He can channel bolts of lightning, manipulate the weather, open portals to other dimensions, and absorb and redirect energy attacks. Or just suck it out of your body against your will, like with this radiation dude. The presence. Not gonna be present for much longer, bud.
He's even used 2 Mjolnirs to absorb the power of the
Damn.
God Bomb, which would have killed every deity in existence across time and space.
Okay.
That's just the tip of the iceberg. Mjolnir can transmute the elements, turn Thor invisible and intangible, let him travel through time, and even bring people back to life. And if Thor wants to fly, all he has to do is take it for a spin. Literally, he throws that motherfucker as hard as he can and holds on for dear life.
And when he does, it flies fast enough to cross the entire galaxy in seconds.
Damn.
Only one problem. It's a little teeny. Unlike Thor's big-ass axe, Yarnbjorn, it's sharp enough to cut through celestial armor, and it's unbreakable, and an axe. Okay, look, it doesn't have a galaxy storm inside it, but it's still pretty cool. Oh shit, look, Wiz, I'm worthy.
No, you're not. There's no enchantment on the axe.
Well then what the hell am I gonna do with this?
But should he face an enemy beyond the likes of even his world-shattering strength, Thor can harness his inherent godly power into one single ultimate attack, the God Blast.
God is right. Even Galactus, the devourer of worlds, shit his pants and bounced at the sight of such an awesome attack. Jesus, even the Avengers seem pretty small potatoes compared to this guy. Why'd he even bother with them?
Because not every problem can be solved by hitting it really hard.
Bullshit.
That was the point of Odin's lesson, to force his headstrong son to confront a world more complex and nuanced than his millennia of battle had prepared him for. Thor had to be more than a warrior, he had to be a hero.
He's battled Thanos, the Silver Surfer, and even the Sentry.
The Sentry is strong enough to contend with the Worldbreaker Hulk, a being strong enough to destroy the Marvel Universe over 100 times over.
Damn.
And fast enough to demolish Ares, the Greek god of war, who can fight within the span of plank time. That's like the tiniest amount of time that we can imagine. There are as many planks in a second as there are grains of sand on Earth. Oh wait, did I say Earth? I meant 10 million billion Earths.
Thor has tanked disintegration beams trying to tear apart his atoms one by one, survived Mephisto trying to consume his soul, and even withstood a temporal rift that aged normal people to dust.
Oh, he's a hard bastard to kill, and even nastier when he loses his temper.
By entering a state known as Warrior's Madness, Thor commits an unpardonable sin in Asgardian society and willingly sacrifices his sanity for a tenfold increase in power.
Yeah, despite being a really sweet lunk that talks like he's in Masterpiece Theater and dresses like he's in
Classic.
What's Opera Doc, Thor has struggled with being worthy of his father's legacy and throne. But no matter what unbelievable shit Marvel throws at him, Thor always rises to the occasion. Take the time this big machine called the World Engine was controlling Yggdrasil, the world tree that connects 10 universe-sized realms.
The World Engine's purpose was to mechanically trick Yggdrasil into disrupting the natural flow of Ragnarok, the end of the world.
So Thor just pushed it and literally reversed the flow of fate. That's right, he outmuscled a giant multiversal tree and prevented Armageddon. Not a bad Saturday.
And he'd go a step further and defeat the mysterious elder gods that manipulated the cycle of Ragnarok in the first place, ending it forever. So perhaps now when you
We need
look
that
at the
Ragnarok.
thundering sky,
Yes, sir.
you won't fear the god's capricious wrath.
Because you'll know it's just Thor, the god of thunder, kicking ass and saving the day.
Nice presentation.
Yeah.
Planet Vegeta, home to the bloodthirsty warrior race known as the Saiyans, and named for their mighty leader, King Vegeta. Noting the Saiyans' proficiency in genocide, the alien emperor King Cold and his son Frieza contracted them to be their personal hit squad, conquering worlds in their name.
But when Frieza felt these monkeys were getting a bit too uppity for their own good, he nuked them in their whole plan.
Damn.
The king was dead, leaving his young son, the Prince Vegeta, alone. Burning with a grudge against Frieza for wounding his ancestral pride, Vegeta awaited the moment
Half
he
the
could
size.
extract his revenge.
As one of Frieza's former top
Oh, it's
enforcers,
600-something
Veggie
pounds,
was
bro.
trained from
Straight
birth to
muscle.
be one of the greatest warriors in the universe.
It helps that planet Vegeta had a gravity 10 times greater than that of Earth's, making his natural physiology significantly stronger and more durable than a human's.
As in,
Wow.
making the whole friggin' Earth shake just by throwing hands.
And like all
Makes
Saiyans,
sense.
Vegeta can harness his ki, or inner life force, as a physical energy to make him even stronger, faster, and tougher than that.
Or literally shoot it at your opponent to blow him to kingdom come. That's right, Vegeta can point and click a planet out of existence with his soul. Man, that's hardcore.
He can use ki to fly at faster than light speeds, slice you to pieces with an energy blade, and even hold you in place with energy rings.
So, let's be real. Vegeta's favorite attacks can be summed up with Big Ass Laser. He's got the purple Big Ass Laser, two-handed Big Ass Laser, rapid fire Big Ass Laser, exploding ball Big Ass Laser, and fucking omnidirectional your ass is grass Big Ass Laser. Though I gotta say, my favorite is the mouth wide open vomit Big Ass Laser. Though that's more of a Nappa thing. Kinda like this.
Impressive key mastery,
Hell.
Boomstick.
It hurts when I breathe.
Vegeta's most
Here we
terrifying
go.
ability,
Here we
however,
go.
is the one inherent to his Saiyan biology. Whenever a Saiyan survives a life or death struggle, their power increases exponentially. That's what Frieza was so terrified of, the Saiyan's infinite evolutionary
Final
potential.
flash.
So it's no wonder Vegeta eventually toppled the alien tyrant with the help of another surviving Saiyan, Kakarot.
And with Frieza's defeat at the hands of this earthbound Super Saiyan, Vegeta had a new rival and a new goal.
Become blonde! No battle required. Vegeta can harness the rage of his Saiyan heritage and transform into a Super Saiyan 2 and a Super Saiyan 2.
But try as he might, Vegeta struggled to keep up with Goku's ever-increasing power.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't help that Veggie is maybe the single cockiest bastard to ever have existed. Yeah, sure, dude. Let Cell become perfect. Nah, we'll be fine. Hope your spine is doing all right,
Damn.
dumbass.
Though Vegeta did manage to accomplish something that even Goku couldn't do on his own, becoming a god.
Once he and Goku met the god of destruction Beerus, they had a whole new lineup of martial artists to conquer, with some angelic training to boot.
With Spirit Vision, Vegeta can forcibly absorb an opponent's ki with every strike.
And he even learned Goku's patented instant transmission, allowing him to teleport huge distances.
But most importantly, with God Ki, he can go even further beyond and become a Super Saiyan God, a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, and a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Evolved.
His power got completely insane. The dude was strong enough to destroy the Room of Spirit and Time, an entirely separate dimension, just by powering up.
When Goku fought Beerus, he nearly destroyed the universe. And that was the very first time he ever went Super Saiyan God.
Considering we've measured Dragon Ball's Universe 7 to be up to 13 times bigger than our own, he'd need to be punching with that much more energy to bust it. And since the shockwaves of their punches travel
how they
across the
advertise
universe
their
in
other death
seconds,
battles.
Goku would have had to be punching that fast too.
And that's not accounting for Vegeta's training in various exponential transformations. When an amount of power is measured by how many universes it can destroy, that power itself becomes incomprehensible.
Oh, we're not done. Vegeta can tap into the same monstrous energy Beerus has, destruction energy. And when he does, he can perform Hakai and erase your ass from existence entirely. It erases you physically, spiritually, and even temporally. As in, it wipes you from time itself.
Such is the might of a god of destruction. For when Vegeta wants to go one step beyond, he seizes that very power. He becomes a warrior fueled only by lust for battle. He becomes Ultra Ego.
If Vegeta's head
like
wasn't
that.
big
I like
enough
that
before,
title, yeah.
his Widow's Peak probably has its own zip code by now.
As the offensive counterpart to Goku's Ultra Instinct, Ultra Ego Vegeta is a veritable juggernaut, able to absorb any hits that come his way and return them even stronger.
It's
Kinda
wild
like
this
how
guy
Thor
has a
is.
Napoleon complex. He's one of the biggest badasses ever to exist.
In a way, failing to beat Goku was probably the best thing for him. Vegeta's whole life was spent rebelling against the humiliation of his race, trying to prove his worth by being the best. By contrast, Goku's self-improvement was never stunted by his ego and insecurities. In realizing that, Vegeta became more than a fighter, but a husband and a father as well, willing to sacrifice himself for what mattered most.
And Vegeta got a taste of that himself when he hooked up with Bulma for some Super Saiyan sexy time. Getting to beat Frieza's golden ass probably didn't hurt either. He may not always win, but he'll never be put down for long. So be sure to practice your groveling, because this is one prince you don't want to piss
A lot
off.
of good information right there.
Oh yeah.
A lot of good information. What you got, bro?
I'm sticking with Vegeta.
You sticking with Vegeta?
Yeah.
Okay.
Different levels of KOs, different levels of power, energy source, wiping people from existence. And he's got the Omega Blast. Like, it's crazy. So again, what I said earlier in the beginning, he gets endurance from fighting,
True.
and then he has the power of the ancestors too. So it's just like
This
that's
is
God on God mode. Like, it's ultra. That's crazy. Where do you go after that?
This is a tricky one because comic book and manga, they tend to.
The rules are different.
The rules are different.
Yeah, and this is why we say, what universe are we in?
Goku has always triumphed over Vegeta. I don't think he should. Let's get that right, because Vegeta's my boy.
Mm-hmm.
But he does. And Vegeta ego is why he usually gets beat.
Okay, that makes sense.
Thor's ego is not why he gets beat.
Yeah, that's what embraces him.
Thor's, there's a level of it. I think Vegeta's a smarter fighter than Thor. But Thor, Thor's different. And Thor also has an ability to absorb your energy and hit you back with it.
Yeah.
The question is, like you said right in the beginning, which world we gonna be in?
Mm-hmm.
Because in the Super Saiyan world, he's hella fast, hella fighter, and these are your threats.
Right.
But I think the comic book threats were more severe than the manga threats in a sense.
Okay.
Thor is a god. Vegeta had to learn how to become one.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go by nature over, organically being a god over, artificial.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick with Thor.
Okay.
May the best man wins.
Let's go.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Let's get it.
Uh-oh.
Who the hell knocked my tree down?
Dang.
Oh there, mighty warrior. What business havest thou upon earth?
Throw that hammer at me again, and my business will be polishing my gloves upon your face!
Woo! Those are fighting words.
Didst that count?
Woo!
Oh my god.
He's eating it though. He was eating it.
Thou
Yeah.
fightst well for a mortal. Alas, you face a god.
Right. Uh-oh. Ah.
God damn.
Give me that. That out of here.
I
Uh-oh.
have evolved beyond gods.
Give him strength.
And the Prince of all Saiyans!
Ew.
And you can burn in hell!
You say break the wall?
Bang attack!
Dang, bro.
That ain't right. Oh, he ate that up.
He ate it. Yeah. I didn't
Back
see
at
that.
Woo!
Thou art
Oh, he can't hold it. He's not worthy.
Yeah.
Well played.
He's laughing at the attack.
He eating it.
Does a god such as yourself feel fear?
God damn.
Oh.
He's still eating it though. Thor is still hanging in there, bro. He got him tied up with his own hammer.
Wait a minute.
Woo! Let's
He
go.
charged up too.
Let's go.
Both in God mode.
Thor's already in God mode. He on another level.
You will feel in oblivion!
Oh, shoot.
Give him a final blast, bro. Gone.
always aim for the head.
Bro. Oh! That was creative. Damn.
I was born a god. Woo! You only pretend to be
Oh, I
one.
get it.
He pressed
Thor
down
won because
and
he's a
Mjolnir pushed
natural
into him
blonde.
and ripped.
Despite Vegeta's immense power and
Yep.
tenacity, the God of Thunder had him outmatched in several key areas.
First off, the big one, who was stronger.
Despite being up against the God of Strength, Vegeta actually matched up pretty closely with Thor. Both
Yeah.
could output power far in excess of destroying a single universe.
It's always tough to get an exact number for Dragon Ball Super's most powerful characters, but we can combine the size of Universe 7 with multipliers from Vegeta's transformations to get a rough estimate.
It's important to note that Ultra Ego's power boost has never been stated, but we do know that Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta were roughly even in power. When Goku applied a Kaioken times 20 boost to fight Jiren, Vegeta kept up after going Blue Evolved, implying that both increases in power are roughly the same increase. Similarly, Blue Vegeta matched base Top, and needed Blue Evolve to keep up with Top's God of Destruction form, which is extremely similar to Ultra Ego in theme and purpose. Given this is the best current example of a measurable form akin to Ultra Ego, we can assume that Ultra Ego's boost in power, at least initially, could be extremely similar in terms of a percentage increase, making Ultra Ego's original state about 20 times more powerful than Blue Evolve. With that in mind, Vegeta at his peak could destroy a universe roughly 260,000 times over.
Damn.
And Thor was pretty close to that. Taking a look at the Marvel Universe's size, which has a radius of at least 1 trillion light years, as well as scaling to the Worldbreaker Hulk, Thor ended up only about 10 times stronger.
Not terribly different, and it's definitely possible Vegeta's power could increase during the fight to match it.
But even if he was stronger, it wasn't the only thing that mattered. Ultra Ego's damage absorption could only do so much against an opponent like Thor.
Vegeta may have trained as a warrior from birth, but Thor has been fighting for millennia against a much wider variety of foes, allowing him to adapt to Vegeta fairly
Makes
easily.
sense.
And the fact that Thor was way faster gave him a lot of leeway to use that extra combat experience.
Applying Vegeta's transformation multipliers to the shockwaves from Goku and Beerus' punches, Vegeta should be able to fight at nearly 300 quintillion times the speed of light.
But scaling to Ares moving within blink time? Thor would be over 70 quadrillion times faster.
More than fast enough to avoid Vegeta's key attacks, and even more importantly, absorb all of them with Mjolnir. This alone could shut down all of Vegeta's ranged attacks.
Sure, Veggie could absorb it back with Spirit Vision, but he'd have to hit Thor first. And with that much of a speed difference, that's easier said than done.
Yes.
And since Thor can just will the energy out of somebody, he could just take it right back. And then some.
Even without absorption, Vegeta's ki reserves are not infinite, and many of his battles have ended with him at low energy. He was exhausted by the end of the Tournament of Power, which lasted about 1 hour in total.
Meanwhile, Thor fought an army for over a month straight.
Yep.
Theoretically,
a lot
Vegeta
of
could have
endurance.
ended the fight immediately with Hakai, if not for the fact that Thor has resisted existence erasure before, including physically, spiritually, and temporally.
Meanwhile, Vegeta had no way to match the God Blast, which could have killed friggin' Galactus. And
Tight.
that guy has threatened the infinite multiverse with destruction just as a side effect of his battle. That's a level of power beyond anything we've seen in Dragon Ball yet, let alone Vegeta.
Vegeta was never going to go down easy, but Thor's raw power, speed, and devastating godly abilities were too much for the Prince of All Saiyans.
Vegeta nearly won until Thor blew his mind.
You might say that pun was kind of terrible.
You don't do puns! We've talked about this!
Aw.
My thing.
Well, the winner is Thor.
Thor came in clutch.
Yeah. Mjolnir saved him.
Bro, that's his weaponry, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said in the beginning, I felt that Thor had more fights. He had more experience. Vegeta's a better fighter, but he don't have the experience Thor got. We're
Gotcha.
talking about a god. And
Yeah.
he's a god. So if you go on a comic book level, he's a god. And for him to even surpass that and go to a higher level of that is a whole nother level. Vegeta is considerably immortal compared to him. They can get sick. Goku almost died from a heart attack. Like he can't get sick.
They have human traits.
They have a lot of human traits.
Yeah.
And
That makes sense.
that's my breakdown of that.
Yeah.
I'm glad that came about because that's what I was thinking. Like,
I was just looking at strictly based like power sets and then how Satan's all they do is fight.
true.
And that's kind of like,
But so does Asgardians.
yeah, to prove their worthiness and to become king and things like that.
Thor fight every day. Like,
Yeah.
yo, I mean, talking about 40 days and 40 nights straight.
Yeah.
And he's not even, and Thor's not even stronger than Odin.
Right.
These are
He
gods.
could be though. He hasn't gotten. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, man.
Great match though. Hey.
It had me on my
it was
toes.
close.
I was a little worried.
It was close.
A little worried. Vegeta's not chopped liver.
When they both went into their ultra blast, I was like, did they just double KO each other?
He's
Like,
final blast is.
I seen that Mjolnir swing, but I said, oh shoot.
But he was eating them punches up. He was eating them
He
blasts.
was
Thor
phasing
was
them.
taking them, bro.
Yeah, he was.
Vegeta had blood on his face before he did.
Yeah.
He socked that fool. He went and hit the ground. Oh snap! Let me go God mode real quick.
And then a connected cross, and then hit him with the Mjolnir too. Like that was crazy. The Mjolnir took the head off, so he was holding him.
Broke the neck and everything.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was creative fatality. I like that.
That was dope.
He pushed him into it, and
like,
now you saw the body go in two different directions. Like,
But I like the fact that
That was
Vegeta
crazy.
tried to pick that hammer up and it didn't work. He wasn't worthy. He's like, what the hell?
he had a Hulk situation.
I love
Yeah.
that. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Because you got to be worthy. It's based on magic.
And I was kind of interested to see what they were gonna do with that too, because I was like, can Saiyans do it? Like,
If you're worthy, but
Yeah.
the magic took a big part of Thor's victory.
Yeah.
Magic is technically the reason why he won.
yeah,
I want to know who you guys chose in the comments down below. And if you already watched it, don't BS us and say the winner. Legitimately, tell us who you thought was going to win this battle. And let's talk about it. I love talking to cats in the chat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you have something, be like, yo, okay, I feel you on that. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and push that subscribe button. Thumbs up this video. Don't forget to share Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Also follow us on Instagram and Twitter. I'm J3.
On the show, guys.
Woo!
Ninja Assassin.
100,000 subscribers.
We coming, y'all.